Hey guys, Game Freak. We're going to talk about Bethesda now. As of right now, as far as between Microsoft, Bethesda, and Ubisoft, Bethesda is probably the worst for me. That conference is what I like to call pure bred bullshit. Now, a lot of people gave them credits for them coming out, Todd Howard coming out there and talking about Fallout 76 and talking about that the criticism it got was deserved and apologizing and then talking about a bunch of free DLC and updates. That, for one, people need to understand, when you fuck up to that degree and then that's what you talk about, and then on top of all of that, that's just to try to break even. You're not getting praise or fucking golf claps. That doesn't put you above the bar to me. That makes you meet the fucking bar. So that means you get to start with a 0. And you know what hurt it immediately right after that? The fake ass cheers and the fake ass excitement that came from the crowd telling me that Bethesda paid for people to get overly excited at their fucking conference. Now, granted, Xbox had this shit too, but man, if you ever want to talk about people who took it to a whole nother fucking level, whoever they paid at Bethesda and that crowd, that man was going super extra. And guess what the problem is? We know it's not real, it's not genuine, it's not exciting. Also, because real gamers wouldn't have gave you no insane like, woo, yeah. No one would have freaked out over that because people thought Fallout 76 was a bad game regardless of the other things about it that sucked. So adding this shit doesn't help. It just kind of helps it kind of break even. And I guess what I would say when I say it doesn't help, I mean it doesn't make it a great game. It just kind of makes it less shitty. But some people want to give them points and brownie points because I saw Baron's review. I said, how dare you, Baron? You gave these motherfuckers a 7.5. And then you gave them points for showing Doom footage. They already showed Doom footage. We already seen Doom footage. That's not new shit. And then they announced the fucking collector's edition. Of course they did. Wolfenstein Youngblood comes out in a month. Barely fucking advertised it. That's insane. And what makes this all the worse is that that's only 3 titles I've talked about. And that wasn't even the majority of their conference. The majority of their conference was a bunch of mobile, a bunch of fucking, just a bunch of bullshit. The lull in the middle of that, pretty much from early on, and maybe some Rage 2 DLC was fine. But the majority of the conference was a bunch of, expansion bullshit and mobile bullshit, and I'm just sitting there going, how dare you waste my time like this? To me, mobile shit should never be on a fucking stage. Why? Because no one comes to E3 to get excited about mobile games. So the fact that that was such a heavy fucking emphasis just was alright, I'm done. And once again, remember, the whole fake-ass excitement in the crowd really brings down a conference when I'm constantly reminded that you want to sit there and apologize to me about some bullshit with 76, but you got these fake-ass people in the crowd trying to pretend to be excited about some bullshit shit you're announcing now. I'm so done. Fuck the demonetization. I'm so done. Bethesda, to me, was a complete fucking waste of time because fucking Wolfenstein comes out in a month and we'd already seen a good chunk of footage from Doom. Doom looks great. Doom is 10 out of 10 probably. Wolfenstein's Wolfenstein. And then, but those are 2 games. 2 fucking games. And then if you're talking about brand new announcements, well, you didn't talk about Elder Scrolls. You didn't talk about that Starlight? The new game you announced last year. So essentially, no real new announcements with just updates on other games. Hey, look, DLC expansion. Hey, look, update to Rage 2. Hey, look, Wolfenstein's coming out just to remind you. Hey, look, Doom's coming out just to remind you. That's not. How the hell is that a 7.5? That is the worst conference. That was a 1. Because of the fakeness of the crowd, the half-ass effort in terms of fixing Fallout, and then just nothing new. And the shit that was new. Oh, and the overemphasis on mobile bullshit. But the goddamn conference gets a 7.5? Does this make me more excited to play any of these games? Well, Rage 2 was already out, so I haven't bought it. That means I wasn't excited to begin with. And the only 2 games that would have made me excited would have been Wolfenstein and Doom. Which, Doom we had already seen enough footage of. Nothing was new there. They honestly could have put out trailers, and that would have been fine. But see, here's the thing. Then you couldn't justify people showing up for about almost an hour and a half worth of shit. So, I don't know. Bethesda was a waste of fucking time. That's my answer to that. Fuck. I gotta go. I gotta go and get gone. God damn it. Ubisoft is next, and man, this is gonna be fun. God, I'm hoping Square is good tonight. Let us gameplay the way, and I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you next time, but in a minute for me, because I'm just going to turn it off and turn it back on to record for Ubisoft.